Hello, it's good to have you join us on today's episode. As usual, we have Anastasia. Anastasia, say hello to our viewers.
Hello, we're at it again. Stay glued and don't touch the dial.
Yes, like she said, it's going to be another bumper package. Today, we'll be looking at finding love after 30. Yes, that's what we'll be discussing. All things that has to relate with finding love at the age of 30, or rather after 30. If you want to hear all we have to say about this video, then you should hang around with us. We'll be back after this time out. We're talking about finding love after 30. Some people are saying, is it possible to find love again after 30? But let me say something. Whether we like it or not, 30 is our 25 now when it comes to love and marriage. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's our 25 now because gone are those days you will just be like, once you're 25, you're expected to be married and all of that. These days, we want to settle first. Those days, it used to be the men when they settle, they want to settle first and marry. But these days, even the ladies want to settle first and begin to find love. How true is this?
All right. Yeah, it's so true. The ladies want to settle to an extent,
Okay.
but settling does not mean you want to. Of course, you're not a man. At the same time, women too. You can make your money and be the first lady and be a business tycoon.
Yeah.
But aside that, as you were expecting to get those funds, resources that you want, still know that you're a woman, right? And time of a woman comes and go, you understand? So while you're doing it, keep in check that okay, oh, understand? I should not chase money and forget that I'm a woman. I need to get married. I need to have children. And peradventure you are 30 or probably above 30, and you're already like, oh, I don't know if I'll find love. Sweetheart, don't do that. These things works with your mind, right? So when you position your mind that I don't know if I'll find husband, trust me, it becomes difficult.
Okay.
Men will not
Yeah.
even come looking.
Yeah.
But when you're running free, living your life, like just put everything in the hands of God and know that definitely my own love or husband will come. Because trust me, at 30 and above, that's when the love gets sweeter because you are matured.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like when you're like 20. No, those for me, I see it to be an amateur love. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you're 30 and above, trust me, that's when the whole thing comes in. That's when the whole sweetness of love comes in. So, don't be bothered. Don't don't beat yourself hard.
Yeah. I think one thing finding love at 30 will do for you is that you're better experienced. You know when it is love and when it is infatuation.
Infatuation.
Yeah.
I love that.
And, and you know when somebody is faking, maybe to get what they want and take off, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes love at 30 very easy.
Easy.
Yes. But on the other hand, I know that we cannot pretend that society will not be putting that subtle pressure on you.
Yeah.
Subtle pressure that progresses with time. 30 might be subtle, 31 it might be subtle. But when it begins to progress, maybe you are in your late 30s, staring at 40, it's like the pressure is more and all of that. I don't know. At this point, I think, like she said, you just have to deal with your mindset that you are not rushing anywhere because it's not somewhere you rush in and rush out. We hope to find is there anything like eternal love? I mean, for a very long time, it's not something we want to be in love today and be out of love the next day. So it's something that you will really need to take your time. And it's the time that somehow you seem not to have, but you have to, discipline yourself, deal with your mindset that this life is not finding love is just one aspect of it. There are other things surrounding life at 30.
Yeah.
You know, life at 30, you are now the one fending for yourself most times.
Most
If you are
times
not privileged to come from a certain background, I mean, you will not just fend for yourself, you will
you are
fend for your people.
you're responsible for so many
Yes, for so
for so
many
many
people, even
things.
without having a family yet or
Yeah.
having children, you are responsible for a lot of people. So that brings me to another thing. You know, that's another stage that women, if you're not careful, you will miss it because you will be so busy taking care of your family, you know, paying bills for your family, taking care, sponsoring some of your loved ones into the university and all of that, to the extent that you might forget about yourself. Forget about yourself. And that you need to create that time to find love.
Yes.
It does happen. Before
Of
you
course, it does
realize it,
happen.
it's like you are far gone.
You're far gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still on still, we are not saying you shouldn't help your loved ones. You shouldn't, but as you're doing it, keep keep it in check. Understand? As you are trying to make their life beautiful, try and also live your own life. Carry
Yeah.
yourself along, right? Like don't forget yourself in the quest of taking care of your loved ones. And also, I think gone are the days when men yearn for younger love, 2018 and all
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think now most of them they prefer a matured person, you understand? Even to an extent they want they prefer a single mom
Yeah.
because to them they believe that this person has
More
experience.
maturity and
Understand?
all of that.
Yeah, like there won't be, there won't be lots of drama in the mind because you have seen some things, understand,
Yeah.
and you just want to have your peace, and just be in
I
that your
think
corner
that
and be safe and not be a trouble to yourself and to anybody,
anybody, yeah.
mostly your spouse.
I think that's possible because of this improvement in fertility, technology. So
Okay.
it's not like those days they will say, okay, do it on time, it's going. It's like even if you're 35, you're still having children, you can still have like 5 children or so because of the improvement in the technology. Though I must say it's easier or health wise is better to have children when you're much younger. But
Yeah.
I'm saying that that could be a reason why these men these days feel comfortable marrying more mature.
Matured ones.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be because I have a friend, so lately we spoke, and I'm like, okay, her husband is abroad while she's here.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, how far is your husband back? She said no. I said, my dear, please, let him come back so he start having kids because there's no time. She was like, no, half time. I'm like, my dear, I'm not saying you don't have time, like nothing will happen to you and you will not look for children in time, but now it's just a normal talk.
Mm-hmm.
She said, my dear, that she's not even planning on having kids in time, and she's 30 already. I'm like, wow. So she went on, and at the end of the day, like she was able to convince she was able to convince. So lastly what she said that now beats me, um she said at the end of the day she'll travel, and she'll travel with her husband probably over there and do IVF and all that, just as I said, like, and just have her kids. That she's not in a rush. She's that there are medical ways that you can have children even at 40, at 45. I now have stuff. I said, that's
but
actually
but
true.
that your friend must be a very rich person.
She's not poor. She's
Okay.
good.
Okay, because I know that
She's good.
this privilege does not really go around.
It does not go around
It depends
actually.
on how financially capable you
You
are.
are.
So that's but the bottom line. What we are saying is that is not the end of life. Once you get to 30, you begin to feel like, oh, life is these days. Life is
I
taking off
prefer.
at 30. People are starting new
I.
careers, switching careers
Oh my
at
goodness.
39 and doing it.
Because by then you
I
have.
love this modern world.
Because by then you have realized yourself,
Who you are.
who you are. You understand? Not like when you're still much more younger. You understand? Like the life is pushing you up and
Mm,
down. You understand? But sometimes when you get, though there are some people that are 30s, you understand, that still behave like kids, but majority are 30, my dear, because life itself is an experience, is a
Mm-hmm.
journey.
Mm-hmm.
So as you are living it, you are gathering experience. So
Experience.
once you're 30, 31 and above, like there are some things you wouldn't find yourself doing. Let's say,
Mm-hmm.
for example, now there are some women, if they see their husband, or probably you heard that, okay, that the husband is somewhere, probably with a girl, they go fighting.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I call those women, though most of them are mature though, but I think that is where the exposure thing comes in, where do education thing comes in. Because if you're learned enough, you shouldn't run around as in chasing your husband, fighting.
Fighting girls,
No,
or fighting your husband in
you are
public.
bringing yourself
Down, yeah.
down. Understand? So I'm like, oh, but peradventure, like before 30, you would have graduated and all that. And such thing now pop up in your marriage. Like there are so many ways to kill a rat. You know, best ways to handle this man that will make him come begging on his knees. You understand? You don't need, but if you're not up to that age because you don't have experience,
Yeah.
so you're likely to be messing around all in the name of you're trying to protect your spouse or probably your husband, whichever one. All right.
And you could be destroying it, thinking you're
Yes.
protecting it.
Yes. So love at 30 or above is so sweet and you can find it so well
At any
and
time.
enjoy it very well.
And you know, with this advent of social media,
Yeah.
people can be in Nigeria finding love every
Everywhere.
part of the world, any part of the world, I mean to say. Sometimes you see them, somebody can be here and is connected to someone in Germany, maybe a white guy in Germany, and
Yeah.
before you know it, they finally relocate, get married. So this digital age kind of made love at 30, finding love at 30 and above, very, very possible and sweet, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that's much we have to take on today's episode, but we always want the conversation to continue in the comment section. So tell us
Please.
your opinion in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this topic, this video, remember to give us a like. Check out some of our videos. Yeah, on this channel. I bet you won't regret it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe and join this family. We're going to be learning and having fun as well.
Yep.
So, from us here, we're saying, "Wah, wah, wah,
And have a wonderful day.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.